What's up, Trinity? Pastor Sean here with your Trinity Minute for this week. Just a couple of things. This past Sunday, we wrapped up our series, Light at the End of the Tunnel, where we looked at 5 biblical keys to putting the past 15 months behind us. We looked at 5 ways that we can help combat all that COVID did to us and did to our hearts. They were to stop social distancing and pour grace on our relationships and the things that have caused our relationships to divide or split or even dissolve because of things that are ultimately not that important. We talked about taking off our masks and living an authentic life and admitting where we need help and then coming to Jesus and coming to the church for that help. We talked about stopping hoarding, and that had nothing to do with not buying too much toilet paper, but rather to aim and drive and aspire to a life of selflessness instead of selfishness, a life of radical servanthood. And we looked at Jesus washing the disciples' feet that week. Then we looked at one called Replace Your Feeds and considered who are we listening to? What are we allowing to shape our lives? And let me tell you, spending too much time in a news loop will not help your heart. And so we said, we looked at Philippians 4:8, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is excellent, whatever is admirable, whatever is right or just, think about those things. And we aspire to do that. And finally, this last week, we talked about how we need to keep getting vaccinated. And this had nothing to do with a shot, but everything to do with immunizing ourselves against the lies of the world and the lies of the enemy. And we talked about being strong and standing firm in the faith and aiming for maturity and being mature and being changed and being filled with the Holy Spirit. If you missed any of those, I would love for you to head to our website, trinitycanmore.com/media, and you can find all of them there. You can also find our podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. This week, we are going back to our series in the Gospel of John. It has been a number of weeks. We took a 5-week break as we started to come back to meeting in person. But now we're back to the Gospel of John, our series, Come and See, where Jesus invites us to see who he is. And we're in the beginning of chapter 12, where we're going to look at this amazing, extravagant gift given to Jesus. But let me suggest that you head back and start sort of pre-reading for Sunday from chapter 11, because the implications of where we were last time, chapter 11, maybe you remember what happened there. It was a pretty big deal. They ring loud and clear through the beginning of chapter 12. So I hope you'll join us this morning as we look at John chapter 12, verses 1 through 11 specifically, as we worship through song, through prayer, through giving, and through being together. You can join us in person at 10:30. We're also online at 10:30 at live.trinitycanmore.com. Thanks so much. See you guys really soon.